Blustery. Usually when we have Santa Ana wind events that come in up and over the mountains, it tends to compress the air and warm us, but we're going to have the opposite happen. You're going to need the jackets, you're going to need the sweaters as these cold winds blow into town. Let me time out. This moisture that we're seeing is just so unusual. Watch out for slippery roads in the deserts, also low visibility because of those gusty winds, and in the mountains above 5,500 feet, we could see a dusting up to 1 to 4 inches. You see around 7 a.m. we're still seeing that moisture, mostly in the mountains. We could see a little bit of moisture around the San Bernardino area, and then we head into the afternoon. Most of that moisture is done. We may still have some flurries around the Big Bear area, and then here we are at 5 p.m. Our skies are clear, but that doesn't mean our weather is quiet. We're going to have the gusty winds in our forecast, and we've been warning you about this. Almost every inch of Southern California will have critical fire conditions starting today, lasting all the way through Thursday afternoon. The strongest winds are expected today and tomorrow. That's why high wind warnings have been issued. They start this morning at about 10 a.m. and they continue all the way through tomorrow afternoon around 6 p.m. This is going to be the windiest period. Sustained winds 25, 45 miles per hour, but gusts up to 60, 80 miles per hour. And not out of the question of getting some isolated gusts up to 80 and even 100 miles per hour at the base of the San Gabriel foothills. So down trees a possibility, power outages, difficult travel conditions. I want to zoom in to take a look at some of these areas that are going to experience these strong winds. Starting off in the Inland Empire around 11 a.m. Look at these strong winds gusting upwards of 40 miles per hour through the Inland Empire over into Orange County around 11 a.m. Seeing gusts in Irvine up to 40 miles per hour. And then we get to this evening. Tonight is expected to be the windiest portion of this wind event through tomorrow morning. And you see how colorful this map is. Tomorrow morning, a very windy start from Fontana all the way out towards the coastline of Orange County. Then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, that's when the winds start to back off. We're not really going to see some improvement until we get to Thursday. And then we have the strong winds over the LA Ventura County mountains. Here we are this morning. The winds are starting to pick up. We've already got those red flag warnings around lunchtime. Gusts at the coast upwards of 30 miles per hour in Malibu. We get a little break late in the evening, and then the winds ramp up again tonight into tomorrow morning. Here we are tomorrow morning. Porter Ranch, 40 mile per hour gusts. Santa Clarita up to 30. Gusts out towards Point Mugu up to 40 miles per hour. And those strong gusts will continue through tomorrow afternoon. As we head to tomorrow evening, that's when we start to see some improvement. Now, the interesting thing about this wind event is that places that don't typically see those winds are going to feel it. Through the foothills of the San Gabriel Valley. Here we are this morning looking at the wind gusts through Glendora out towards Pasadena. You see those winds picking up, and once we head into later in the day, around lunchtime, you see those winds blowing through Montebello, Downey. You're starting to feel them in the downtown area around 5 p.m., looking very windy through those foothills, and then overnight through tomorrow morning, we're going to get to those peaks. Now, this area is going to see some improvement once we get into the middle part of tomorrow. But again, those red flag warnings, high wind warnings will remain in effect all the way through Thursday. So please be safe, and a reminder to scan that QR code to get that forecast where you live. Now to traffic. Here's Robin.